Now, an emergency weather alert from Andy's Randomness.
That's better. I'm wondering why I didn't see the level on my mic being picked up. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. It is almost 5:15 here on the East Coast in New York City, specifically where I am right now. We have been dealing with crazy weather in the past, I would say, 48 hours to be specific. Actually, no, I would say going back as far as Monday. It seems Mother Nature is giving us karma today from the April-like temperatures we saw back on Monday and Tuesday. And it was a little bit cold on Wednesday. But if you were out sometime between 2 and 3:30 in the afternoon like I was yesterday, then you noticed it's a little bit warm. And that was because the humidity was picking up. So that was a sign that we were expecting rainy weather in the New York City area today. Now, it's not just here in New York. Most of the East Coast has been dealing with a lot of extreme weather in the past 48 hours. And this goes back all the way to Wednesday, where in North and South Carolina, they were experiencing a lot of tornadoes and flooding and rain, even hail. And now this storm system that started all the way in Georgia, which actually I am correct, it did start in Georgia, has now come up all the way to New York. Sorry for scratching my head, I really do need a haircut. It's come up all the way to New York. It is now in New England as well. So Connecticut's definitely seeing a lot of this wind today. It's been windy since noon, I think, around 11:30, because I noticed 9 o'clock this morning it was raining. And I can double check if I googled New York City weather. And I will show you on the screen right now in just a second. So, let's go to the screen. Here I am. Shrink myself down. Well, why I cannot shrink myself down? There we go. There we go. So, right now, we are under a high wind warning until 7 p.m. this evening here in New York. Now, NWS Twitter, and then we'll go to the current conditions here in New York. And of course, I'm covering this because the media won't seem to do a good job. Once again, News 12 just only talks about it for a minute. They don't even have any storm reports, and they talk about a target getting shoplifted in Westbury. That's not important today. We are talking about very odd weather we've been seeing in New York since Monday. Very odd weather. So, let's take a look and see how we can find warning that was issued. Okay, I don't see anything from there, so maybe there's something on Twitter that can help. Not Twitter. Google. Let's see what happens if we can pull something up on Google. So, all of New York City is affected. Mostly all of Long Island is affected. We will read an article from Channel 7 in just a second. Now, they say avoid windows. Well, if I leave this studio right now, I am not able to come to you from here, where I am in the borough of Queens. So you want proof I'm in New York City, there you go. Now, thankfully, Channel 7 did a video. So I'll mute this for a second. So, we'll take a look at Channel 7's coverage today. And we'll see how they talked about the storm.
One stunning wrapper. No wonder the Civic is a 2019 KBB.com Best Buy. Visit your local Honda dealer to find a great deal on the Honda Civic.
Good afternoon. I'm David Navarro.
And I'm Liz Jones. Those powerful wind gusts knocking down trees and branches. Take a look at this tree that came down in Prospect Park and smashed the concrete wall. Right now, there are about 2,000 people in New York City without power.
On Long Island, more than 6,100 people are without power. You can see here in Great Neck, this tree landed on some power lines.
But New Jersey seeing the most outages right now with more than 9,300 customers in the dark. Meteorologist Lee Goldberg is live outside of our studios with much more on what we can expect in this wild day of weather, Lee.
Wow, what a volatile day. Had just about everything. Big winds, thunderstorms, temperatures in the upper 50s to near 60 and then plummeting now. Got a big wind out here right now. We're in between showers, even some breaks in the overcast after a couple of wet flakes a little while ago. So Central Park was 56 at noon. We've almost lost 20 degrees. We're at 37. There's a wind gust over 35, and it feels like we're in the 20s. The wind warnings and wind advisories will go until 7 o'clock tonight. It'll still be brisk overnight. Again, like you heard from Liz and Dave, most of the wind damage was over parts of New Jersey. Lots of trees and power lines down. Watch that as you travel about. A wind gust at Sandy Hook of 66 miles an hour. The wind gusts over the past few hours over Long Island have still been over 40 miles an hour. So the wind gusts are certainly off their peak, but it'll still be very gusty. But I would think that the high wind warnings will start to be dropped over the next couple of hours. They'll just probably take the wind advisory until about 7 o'clock. Rain showers are going to snow showers in Westchester and Putnam and Fairfield. There are some more rain showers over central New Jersey. The window for these showers, another hour or two max, and then skies will actually clear out tonight. Look at the range in temperature, 47 in Montauk to 25 in Monticello, feeling like about 10. So temperatures are really taking a nosedive, and the feel-like readings are dropping through the teens and 20s. So, through the evening hours, dropping through the mid-30s by midnight in the city. Still some gusty winds over 30 miles an hour even late tonight. But powerful damaging winds will only last through the early evening. Temperatures are falling fast, and now they're below freezing north and west. So watch out for slick spots because the roads haven't had enough time to be blown dry. So there may be some icy spots. It will feel like teens and 20s overnight into tomorrow. Things settle down, albeit a little chilly for the first half of the weekend. What a crazy day and still very windy. Keep your head up out here, no question about it.
Okay. So you just saw there that there was a peak wind gust near 70 miles an hour today. And I want to bring up the low temperature tonight. So we are expecting a low of 29 degrees. With the wind chills, it could be in the teens to single digits. Little bit of luck, we could hit 50 on Monday or on Sunday. We could attempt to hit 46 on Wednesday. There are 3 days in the upcoming week that we could get rain in the New York City metro region. So, the appropriate thing to do right now is see if we can get a radar for the past couple of hours. And with Flash not working, I'm going to pull up a radar at the moment on my Bing browser. So, the annoying thing later on this year, we'll lose the... Yeah, we don't want this. We want a loop image from this website. So you clearly can see it's been dry. This band of rain was actually in the New York City metro region earlier this morning. So we will try to pull this up. Wish there was a way that I can pull something up in the past 24 hours. So there is no way to get a 24-hour radar for you all, I guess, unless I can maybe Google it. If you can Google it, that would be pretty useful. 24-hour radar. Let's see if we can look into weather underground and maybe we can find something. Okay, good. Want to at least get the New York region. This would be the radar I would normally be using. So here we go. So as you can see here, it rained earlier this morning. And I will zoom in. You want a smartphone or a tablet. Get you an idea of the New York City metro region. So as you can see, some rain did approach our region. And right now it is dry. At the moment this goes to about... I'm trying to see something here. Yeah, see, this goes from earlier this afternoon, of course. From yesterday's radar loop. From February 6th. But I would like to at least get a radar loop. Whether underground. That would help me. We can look for the New York region. Yep. From 5:05. So, looks like there is some snow showers trying to get in here. Looks like New Jersey may be seeing something. Potentially. I wonder if we can get the Where to You interactive map. Maybe I can see if we can rewind back to this morning to get an idea of when the rain did come to our area. This should give me an idea. Well, it's not going to give me an accurate idea. Let's go to Event to Sky. Get an advanced forecast, I guess. So I think the best thing to do right now is to just go on to Event to Sky and give you an idea of the seriousness of the winds along the East Coast. And as you can see here, a lot of it's being blown to the east. And we'll get the wind gust in just a second. So we'll look and see if we can get an idea of the wind gust. Let's see if we can go to earlier this afternoon. Get an idea of how the wind gust looked. Hopefully we will be able to pull up some information. And if not, we can always refer to the NWS for an example, and also just take a look and see how the East Coast is faring with the grid. The grid's been very, very discouraging at the moment. Alright, so looks like at the moment I'm not able to pull up anything, which is not going to help me. Alright, it seems we are back on the air at the moment. So I will have to refresh this for a second. So I do apologize. See, I thought we were on, but it seems we're not. Okay, there we go. We're back. Now, can we get the Vent 2 Sky to work again? So I would love for Vent 2 Sky to cooperate so I can give you all an idea of what the wind conditions were at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Okay, there we go. So this afternoon at around 3 o'clock, the wind gusts were near the 40 to 50 mile per hour wind range. Range would be the right word to use in this situation. In eastern Long Island, it looks like we may have gotten a wind gust near 70. Let's take a look. Yes, right here. 60 miles an hour, which is very alarming. Does it say anything about noon? Well, looks like Massapequa, South Shore of Nassau County, almost had a 60 mile an hour wind gust earlier this afternoon. So I want to go back to 3 o'clock because it looks like the Long Island Sound shore of Connecticut, looks like Rhode Island, looks like definitely near Massachusetts for sure. We may have seen wind gusts go near 70 miles an hour in this part of Massachusetts. Martha's Vineyard, right around here. I believe this, I don't know which one's Martha's Vineyard, but this is the area I have to be evaluated by their NWS office in Massachusetts. Now, if we zoom out and take a look and see if we can find any other high wind gusts, looks like nothing happened this afternoon. So can we go to this morning and get an example? Yep. I don't see anything. Right then. Now we can get an answer on what happened at 9 o'clock this morning. Let's see what I can get. Start from here. say around here. Alright. Let me play the animation. Yep. Here comes the rain. Looked like it was moving in this morning. That's why I saw that squall around 9 o'clock this morning. I did hear it come down at 9 o'clock and then it let up. Now, for the severity of how bad this wind has gotten and how bad the storms have been since Wednesday, let's look into something serious here for a second. Get an idea of when the wind picked up. Want to see if we can maybe find something for the 3rd. Yes. There we go. Need I say more on how warm it got on Monday? This won't help me at the moment. Can I zoom in at least? Looks like I cannot. Well, let me save the web page. So it won't tell me anything. But we'll have to go with this for an example. 57 degrees. On Monday. I guess we can go with 72 hours. That's not it. That's what we're looking for. I found it. But in all seriousness, well, that's loading up. Most of New York is experiencing power outages today. New Jersey is the same issue. Earlier this morning, in Newcastle County, Delaware, the National Weather Service office in Mount Holly, New Jersey, and we're going to have to put our New Jersey soundbite, because we are going to talk about them in just a second.
New Jersey.
Yes, we'll talk about them. Oh, here we go. 3-day weather forecast. Now, when did the wind pick up? Will it tell us anything? Here we go. It says peak wind gusts today at Central Park got to 36 miles an hour today. At this hour, the wind chill is in the 20s, with the current temperature being 38 degrees. Once again, if you are just joining this live stream, the East Coast is facing dangerous wind conditions. I just showed on Vent2 Sky that eastern Massachusetts today almost saw a wind gust of near 70 miles an hour. There was one place in Suffolk County today that reported also a wind gust that was 66 miles an hour. So, the current conditions, 38 at Central Park. We have the wind at 15 miles an hour, gusting to 28, with the wind chill at 29 degrees. In the past hour reported. Once again, 27 with the wind chill being in the teens. Northern and western suburbs of New York City are expected to see single-digit conditions for wind chills. We have a 50% chance of rain on Monday. So it says 30% chance of rain on Tuesday. I know I'm not the one being wishful thinking here, but I do have an event to go to next weekend in Long Island. I don't see any 10-day forecast. I do want to get to the power outage map. Here we go. Next Saturday, mostly sunny. High of 36. I was just checking to make sure that things can happen at this hour for the outages. Currently in the state of New York, 95,000 customers are without power. In Massachusetts, 72,000 are without power. In Maine, 12,000 are without power. In New Hampshire, 3,000 customers. In Vermont, 10,000. In Rhode Island, 37,000. In Connecticut, 17,000. 35,000 customers out. Maryland has 8,000. Pennsylvania has 8,000. Delaware has 1,949 outages. And let's cue the New Jersey soundbite once again, because we will be talking about the Garden State.
New Jersey.
New Jersey has 8,974 customers without power. Now, just for curiosity, let's go county by county for here. Bergen has 399. Passaic only has 2. Hudson has none. Passaic has 2. Sussex has 36. Warren has 4. Morris has 20. Union has 69. Somerset has 141. Hunterdon has 74. Mercer has 33. Middlesex has 1,904. Monmouth has 192. Ocean has 765 customers without power. We're going to look for Essex County. We were looking for that. Essex at this moment has 312 customers without power. Middlesex has 1,904. Burlington has 135. So south you go in New Jersey. Am I seeing this correct? It looks like Atlantic County and Cape May have a lot of outages. Oh, okay, it's Atlantic. Oh, okay, only 99. County Tract. See, there you go. Atlantic has 696. Now, we're going to talk about New Jersey to wrap up this video. First of all, let's review commuter rails. How did everything hold up so far today? on the Long Island Railroad. So far, we have a signal issue. The 452 train from Montauk doing the West Hempstead at 6:01 will be replaced by bus service due to signal trouble near Hampton Bays. So we are having signal trouble at Hampton Bays on the Montauk line this afternoon. I'm just trying to see. Another issue today. 1241 train from Ronkonkoma doing to Penn operated 10 minutes late through Mineola due to a grade crossing issue near Wyandanch. So far, no other issues. But there was a major issue on NJT we'll get to. But I just want to see how Metro North is holding up. Well, due to a fallen tree on the tracks from Sea Trail Shoreline trains. Train 681 scheduled to arrive in New Haven, Connecticut today at 5:07, experiencing delays of 45 minutes in service. So, it was probably because of the high winds in eastern Massachusetts today. New Canaan branch, we have power issues. They are providing bus service. Now, for the Harlem line, this is not the day to be doing single tracking work near White Plains, because White Plains and North White Plains are the busiest in Metro North territory. Very poor timing, considering that Monday and Tuesday were very good days to be outside doing this work. I'm just taking a look. Alright, so this was last night, so nothing else today on Metro North Railroad. Let's take a look and see if Amtrak had any problems on the NEC today. Okay. We had overhead wiring issues at Old Saybrook. So Amtrak's been having issues today. Not going to speculate why. But I think this is so far the most notable problem. Adirondack Train 69 terminating at Whitehall, between Whitehall and Montreal. So, once again, the winds are clearly shown that it is going along the East Coast today. Speed restrictions on Vermonter Train 55. So, once again, this weather has just really have taken a toll today. Now we are having a problem on the Long Island Railroad, according to Matt Camper from Camper News Network. We are having signal trouble east of the Jamaica station right now. Customers have to anticipate 10 to 15 minute delays. So very unacceptable during on-peak service, which just started an hour and a half ago. Ground delay at Newark Metro Region Airports. Newark, 2 hours and 27 minutes. JFK, an hour and 8 minutes. LaGuardia, 2 hours and 43 minutes. And here is the tip that Cuomo corruption gave us earlier today. I will see if there is an official tweet from at NYCT Bus. So I don't see any other notifications today. But we do have an authenticated picture at least. When was this sent out today? 4 o'clock today. Well, there you have it. Downwire on Highland Boulevard and Buffalo Avenue today. Now, let's get to New Jersey.
New Jersey.
And then we will conclude this broadcast by taking a look at your comments on the live stream. So, we had an earlier issue today at Newark Broad Street, overhead wire problems on the Montclair Boonton line and the Morrison Essex line were suspended. So the tweet that I was notified earlier today if we can find it. Yes, this was the tweet. Montclair Boonton Morris Essex and Gladstone branch service was suspended because of this. But about a half hour ago, NJT notified all customers that